beautiful sacred moon kitties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video I'm doing more of a personal, talking about back in the day of 2016 when there was all that drama going on about me, and also about my life in general and how it's been for the past few years and what I've been coping with and going through, and also about the when I went missing. I didn't actually go missing, it's just my parents were worried for me. It got really out of hand. I went through a lot back in that time, so I actually really wanted to talk about it in this YouTube video about what I went through back in those years for the past few years. So basically, yeah, I'm just going to be completely honest, I'm going to be completely thorough, and I'm just going to talk about everything that went on. So yeah, this has actually been such a prolonged video, so many people have actually wanted to know the truth of what was happening to me, and this video I'm going to be spilling it out. So yeah, keep watching guys, because I'm going to be telling you the truth about everything that went on with me. Anyway, yeah, so I decided that I think it was time that I was thorough and I actually talked about what actually went on. Beginning with 2016. So the reason why in my videos I was so weird and laggy and not well, one of the reasons was I actually was going to parties, and eventually going to these parties just really brought me down and led me down a really dark path. But there were so many beautiful things that happened as well. But yeah, I experienced a lot of deep stuff. I saw the Akashic record, so anybody who's spiritual will know what that is. And I saw really deep things like auras and loads of magical things. But yeah, during that time I was going through that, so my mental space wasn't even in a really good place. It was more in this fantasy world that I was living in, a life more high definition than real life. I experienced so many good things, but there was a lot of bad things that came with that as well. So I went down a really dark path, and eventually I became really laggy and I don't know, I was really unwell mentally as well, so I did go through a lot of mental health problems. Ever since I was growing up, I actually went through a lot of mental health problems anyway. So yeah, mental health is something that I've been facing and battling for a long time. I went through serious depression growing up, and I did not want to be happy at all. I was very sad. I looked happy on the outside, but I was very sad on the inside, and I was really coping with it back then. I actually went blind in my left eye completely in 2017. So yeah, basically what happened was I was suffering with MS it started in 2017, so the reason why I was so laggy in 2016 and all that kind of stuff was because I actually was going through MS. So if you don't know what MS is, it's multiple sclerosis, and it's a condition where your body will eventually die. It's kind of like cancer, but yeah, it's not as bad, but what it is, because it actually disables your body. I went blind in my left eye completely, and I had to go to the hospital and be put on steroids to kind of cure my eye as much as possible. My eye is still kind of blurry at the moment, my left eye, but I can see through my right eye, so I'm not completely blind. I'm kind of partially disabled in that kind of way now. But yeah, so I actually went through that. So yeah, this is really important to talk about because I want to tell people how I cured my MS medicinally and holistically. So I used herbs to cure my MS, and I was unwell for 3 years. I had MS. I was suffering deeply in secret. So I did not tell anybody how much I was suffering apart from my boyfriend, and he was helping me through it, but everyone gave him dark energy and stuff, but he was so cool. He was actually helping me through everything, so you should give him some respect and appreciation. He was there for me whilst I was battling with MS hard for 3 years. So after I went blind, I didn't take any medication for my MS for a few years. And then basically I was completely fine, none of my other body parts disabled or anything like that, because that's what MS does, it makes you eventually disabled. My head was hurting massively. I was not having migraines, I was having some intense death life in my head. Like, I was dying, my brain was dying, like my head would feel so painful for years, and like literally every day for years. Okay, but because I'm blind in my left eye, like partially blind, I would say I'm like a quarter blind, I'm not like half blind. I was half blind in 2017. But yeah, that was a really tough time for me. I was going through massive headaches and I was going through so much. It was actually not cool. It was insane how much pain I was going through. So I was really going through a lot of mental stress. So like when I went missing, I don't know what year it was, but like, yeah, when I went missing, the reason for that was because I was going through so much mental stress. I actually ran away from home, and I don't know why I did this. I was so stupid for doing this, but like, you know, sometimes we just go through stressful situations and we just don't want to be at home and stuff like that. So yeah, I actually didn't tell anyone where I was and just like ran away because I was going through so much mental pain. Like my MS was making me go crazy, and that's what MS does to you at the end of the day, because it's literally destroying your brain. You are a dying person at that point. Anyway, yeah, I want to talk about how I saved my life. And this is actually really important to me because this was the biggest thing that actually happened to me, because I was dying for a few years of MS, and then basically I found Krishna consciousness and it completely changed my life, how this religion actually saved my life. So basically I got into Ayurvedic medicine, which is basically of the Vedas. It's Vedic, it's from Hare Krishna and stuff like that. Hare Krishna is the one who put Ayurvedic medicine on this earth thousands and thousands of years ago. And yeah, basically I used that. I went to an Ayurvedic doctor. It's actually called, let me think the name. So, oh yeah, it's called Dr. Wakdi's. I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, basically if you ever have a problem or you are suffering from anything and you want like a holistic way to heal it, the best way, then go check out Dr. Wakdi's in London, because they actually saved my life. Their Ayurvedic medicine completely got rid of all my MS symptoms. I don't take medication anymore for it, and I don't need it anymore because it's completely cured me. And yeah, so now I'm not suffering from MS, I'm not dying. But also, by the way, cannabis is also a cure for MS. So if you take cannabis holistically, like you ingest it, like with canna butter or something like that, that also cures MS. So yeah, just throwing out there, if any of you are suffering from MS or other problems, because cannabis is also a cure for quite a few things, you should do some research into it, and you can actually get medicinal cannabis legally in the UK if you sign up for it. If you just Google it, then you can actually try find out if you can get cannabis medicinally. But yeah, basically, that is how I saved my life. Krishna consciousness, Ayurvedic medicine saved my life, and I'm so grateful to Hare Krishna for that. Basically, I am a believer of Hare Krishna, so like, as you guys know, if you've been watching my stories or seeing me on Instagram, then you know that I've actually been going to the temple, I've been visiting Buddhist places. I've always been obsessed with Buddhism, and Hare Krishna, if you didn't know, is the root of Buddhism. So Buddhism is rooted from Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is the Buddha, is Siddhartha Gautama. He reincarnated on earth quite a few times, so yeah. Anyway, so like, basically, that's awesome. I'm so much better now. How I've been getting on over the past few years is amazing. So the reason why I was going through all that really hard stuff is because I was dying, I was suffering from MS. I actually didn't tell anyone on YouTube for a long time that I was actually dying. I was making videos and I was just being normal and doing my thing, or being kind of weird because I was actually dying. But like, yeah, it's actually quite serious what I was going through. Like, I'm actually quarter blind now, so that really sucks. But yeah, it's something that I went through and battled through and fought through and got so much better from. So yeah, I'm so much happier now. My life is so good and I'm really happy. Like, there's no reason to worry about me now. Just check out my Instagram, my Facebook, yeah, Twitter, like, or my Cameo, which will be in the description if you want to request a personalized video from me on Cameo. Or if you want to ask any questions about what I was going through, then please ask me on Cameo. My link will be in the description and I will reply to you. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it was just such a huge thing that I was going through. Like, I was going through death and I came out of it alive, and I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, like, I'm really happy now. Sorry, I've been kind of nervous talking about it. Like, I actually didn't want to talk about it for a long time. I wanted to keep it a secret, but like now I've opened up about it. I feel so much better, and now you guys can see and know the truth about what I was going through. So yeah, it was literally that I was dying. So like anyone who was actually like talking rubbish about me, like, you know, the people out there who were talking such rubbish about me, like they were all investigating, like, ooh, what's Marina going through? No, I was dying. I was going through literally some dark stuff, and it's not cool of anybody to have talked me down or like said anything about me, or like the mystery was that I was dying and I was going through a lot of mental health problems because I was dying. Anyway, so I'm sure like loads of people out there will be so loving and so sweet about this. But yeah, I'm so much better now, and I'm so happy about Ayurvedic medicines for saving my life. And I hope this video helps people out there who may be going through MS or who needs a cure for MS, which is holistic and doesn't have any side effects. So yeah, that's another prompt to and bonus to the fact that I took medicine holistically, is that I didn't suffer from any side effects from the medication. So it's so much better. Not gonna lie, I really hope this video one day makes people like, makes the UK use it as medicine for MS, because cannabis and also Ayurvedic medicine are better cures than the what they use in hospitals. I know that's quite crude to say, I know that's quite a big thing, like who am I to give medical advice? I am actually, because it saved my life. So I have every right to say this. Yeah, anyway, cool. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want a personalized video from me, then check out my Cameo, the link will be in the description. If you would like to ask me questions about my life or anything like that, then feel free, I'll reply to you. And yeah, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are in the description. And yeah, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was insightful and this helped you to understand me better. Anyway, yeah, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell next to the subscribe button to be notified every single time I upload a YouTube video. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Woo, I hope this really helped. I've been going through a lot for the past few years, but my life is really good now. But yeah, that really was just the underlying cause to everything, was that I was dying. So yeah, I'm happy I'm alive now, and I'm better. So yes, thank Krishna. I love Krishna. Anyway, okay, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!